Good morning, Mustangs. If you couldn't already tell, things are going to be a bit different today. We've got a hostile takeover to clean up after, a change in cast to account for, and a whole lot of news to get through. So let's not waste any more time and dive right into the first episode of the new and improved Mustang Media.
I know, you see, somehow the world will change for me. Be so wonderful. Life, breathing, I know somehow we're gonna get there. Feel so wonderful. I'm telling you just how I feel. So, leave the rest to me.
Well, here we are to discuss this month's calendar. I'm sure there are plenty of exciting events coming up, so let's take a look. Alright, pretty standard stuff here. Send help, non-applicable. Oh! Big tests coming up. The district is advising the school's administration to enforce these tests. It seems like they'll ultimately account for about 85% of everyone's grade. You don't want to show up unprepared to these ones, guys. They're currently scheduled for next Friday. Oh wait, no, it's been changed to next Thursday. Sorry. Never mind, it's this Thursday. Alright, it's tomorrow, apparently. Teachers, you'll have to adjust your curriculums in about 12 days ago. Hey, elections! Upcoming elections! Go perpetuate the Great Damani Divide by voting for who you want to bear the burden of student president. Our candidates are the cool guy that everyone likes and respects. He's representing the same party, those responsible for making the educational environment a whole lot more hospitable, I tell you what. Or, alternatively, we have the ancient decaying corpse man. This one's permanently stuck in 1955 and refuses to accept anything he doesn't understand. His specialty is how easily he can make other students hate their lives just as much as he does. Yippee! Alright, what else? Oh, do I have exciting news for you guys. Another Crashing in the Corral event is taking place soon. Looks like Mr. Bell is up to his old antics again, just in time for Nevada's Homelessness Appreciation Day. If you want to see the principal camp out on school grounds, stop by during lunch. We've got mild entertainment, etc. That will be on. Oh, alright, my mistake, guys. Mr. Bell isn't crashing in the corral. Someone crashed into the corral out front after getting stuck in traffic for 3.5 hours. Oops. This tragic disaster actually serves as the perfect segue into the theme of the week. Awareness. Awareness is important. In fact, that's why I'm on the program in the first place. I'm here to give you all the chance to become more aware of your surroundings.
In celebration of Awareness Week, and because our SEL program has been deemed, and I quote, we'll be temporarily considering the emotional well-being of our students.
That's right. We now strive to be fully aware of how everyone at school is feeling. And what better way to find out than to ask? So, how does it feel to be replaced?
What?
What do you enjoy about teaching math?
Are you talking about like math specifically or like just teaching it?
Yeah, math specifically.
Well, for me, math, it's logical, math makes sense, and that's just kind of fundamentally what it is. A lot of people don't think it that way. It doesn't make sense to them, but, for me, it's just always kind of made sense. Ever since I first learned about math, it's just been a constant stream of equations running through my mind of every second of every day, and I haven't had a moment of silence since I was in first grade. Here, let me show you. This is Timmy, and he has a couple apples. We'll say 7. I got these nice new markers today.
What are your plans now that you are no longer a host for Mustang Media, James?
Why would you ask me that? I'm not part of it anymore.
To rub salt into the wound. Who is your favorite student of all time?
Favorite student of all time? I can't put a finger down on that one. I'm gonna have to say Aiden Gallatin. He was very epic. He definitely will not get an F in this class.
That's awesome, Mr. Tyranny. What do you have to say to the brand new cast of Mustang Media? Do you have any problem with them taking your old role in the program?
Of course not. I wish the new and improved Mustang Media the best of luck. I think they will do great. I am not angry about it in the slightest.
How has your awareness week been so far? Who are you?
Ariana?
Great. What is your favorite unit of history?
Yes.
Why can you not do your goddamn job?
Sorry.
What can you tell us about your upcoming book? I'm sure there are plenty of people in the audience who are interested in what you've been working on.
Well,
I think that about sums it up.
Despite the fantastic job we've done to prove otherwise, you all have a voice here at Damani. We host these segments to allow everyone to discuss their thoughts about the school. Because we care. We ask those who wish to share their opinions to write them all down and put them in the complaint box. We're going to read through some of these instead of shredding them like last time. Now, I kind of doubt that there's a lot to get through here. I feel like graduating from Damani Ranch would damage my future more than dropping out would. The only thing this school gives besides aneurysms is 0 cracks. I love it when the advice I'm given for dealing with failing grades is give up, lol. The new host for Mustang Media sucks. Alright, I think we get the idea. I don't know about you guys, but I'm seeing a pretty consistent pattern here. Clearly, the #1 issue the school's facing right now is attendance. A whopping 12% of students were accounted for last week. 12%! Yes, I know this is the highest it's been in years, but I also know that you guys could be doing way better. I mean, do you guys have any idea how much money, how much education we're losing? Now, we've come up with an incentive to motivate you class-ditching delinquents out there to show up to class. How does an extra 5 minutes of lunch once every 3 months sound? Why spend all that free time off campus when you could have 600 additional seconds of not being allowed to sit anywhere? All you have to do to achieve such a thing is have perfect attendance with 0 unaccounted absences or tardies. Forever. Oh, Grandma's funeral's in 15 minutes? Sorry guys, I've got ingenuity to do! And speaking of tardies, we've completely reworked our punishment system. Gone are the days of swiping. Prepare to catalog your mistakes over and over again with the re-tardy machine. One problem students had with the swipe machines was the idea altogether. You show up late to your class, you get thrown out because you don't have a receipt, you go track down a swipe machine, it doesn't work, it explodes, you die, whatever. Well, now we've removed the inconvenience altogether by only having one machine in operation at all times. Unfortunately, due to the machine's tendency to irradiate beta particles, it has to stay a fair distance away from educational institutions for legal reasons. Now, you may be asking, how does one get to this fascinating apparatus, Argon Galanton? Well, I got someone else to explain it. Would you do the honors of walking them through this new route?
For sure. Starting from the school, you're going to take a left onto Rio Wrangler and continue down the road until you reach the intersection. Take a left onto Steamboat and continue walking until you reach the CVS. Purchase 1 bottle of ibuprofen, exit the pharmacy and start walking down Sage Hill. Take a shortcut through the creek, turn right on street. No, I changed my mind. Take a right on road, select a neighborhood to cut through. Turn left, turn left, turn left, turn left. Enter this random person's house, loop back to the school, locate the east-west side of the building, continue walking straight for 5.1 miles, turn 65 degrees to the right, jump 23 liters into the air, teleport to the new swipe machine, and you're there. Simple as that. As long as you follow the route correctly, you should end up back at the school just in time for whatever period comes after the one you were late for. Just make sure not to take too long, otherwise you'll be be late for your next class and you'll have to do the whole thing all over again. It makes for good exercise.
And speaking of exercise, hooray for physical activity! You all know me, I'm at the top of the sports game, and I'm excited to talk about sports because of all the sportsing I do regularly. We have upcoming sports. Off to you, Aiden. Thank you, Aiden. Let's find out how excited our students are for the upcoming sports events. We'll just have to find someone to interview. Hey, you! What's your name, Kira?
Kira?
Are you going to be at the big sports event this evening?
Probably not.
What? Why not? Don't you know what they have there?
No, what do they have?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you, silly.
Probably have a lot more tolerable people, unlike you.
This is getting us out of this. Back to you, Aiden. Thank you, Aiden. Thank you, Aiden. On to one of my favorite segments of the show, Hot Take! Alright, Hot Take. I am not, in fact, a terrible host, and the show has only gotten better ever since I took over. Yes.
Sound effect.
Next time on Hot Takes, what is your favorite color? Wow, that was quite a heated debate. Speaking of... While on the topic of debate... I'm going to say you in post. Here we have Matt, president of the debate club, who will surely give us a better interview than our last one.
I'll certainly try.
Okay. What are some reasons people should join debate club, Matt?
The day of reckoning.
What?
The day of reckoning draws ever closer. Cannot stop the clock, so why waste our last seconds?
Yeah, I guess I never thought of that. Alright, we're doing the whole Clash of Classes bit next. As long as we're filming with the lens cover off this time, we should... Oh, Clash of Classes! Today, 4 teams of students will compete in gladiatorial combat to definitively prove which grade is the best or something. Let's have a look, shall we? I've just received word that the footage from today's Clash of Classes could not be shown due to its not-so-PG presentation. We got a fun science experiment up next instead, so stay tuned for that. Does this ever happen to you?
I wish there was some place where I could irresponsibly demolish all of my college tuition.
Well, do I have the place for you?
What?
That's right. The student store is just around the corner.
Wow. This sure is something.
Say it more excitedly.
Wow! This sure is something!
You're not selling it! But we are selling quality t-shirts, food, chairs, religious documents, metal pipes, human flesh, all the fixins.
Wow. I sure feel incentivized to make this the place for me to spend my multitude of...
Are we keeping this in, or...
No, this is garbage, just cut it. I didn't expect things to be this disorganized. I mean, I have a golden opportunity here. I'm not about to waste it on stupid crap like this. We have to go way bigger. Make it all worth it, you know? Cody?
And we're back. We have plenty more to discuss. Just yesterday, 31% of students had passing grades in all their classes. It was great, and I'd say congratulations if Infinite Canvas hadn't just updated. Now, that 31% has become 1%. What's the deal with that, huh? Why aren't students succeeding in this environment? People throw around criticisms such as disorganized curriculums, lack of communication between staff and administration, improper use of supplementary materials, inaccessibility to educational resources, automated grading, technological ineptitude, district micromanaging, crippling staff shortage, general incompetence, unanimous lack of will to and the list goes on and on and on and on. Well, none of this is accurate. Everyone is overthinking here. The real problem is cell phones. No wonder no one makes progress on their edgenuity. It's because they're all too busy on MySpace! If you guys seriously need help with your online courses, there are plenty of resources at your disposal. The administration actually handpicked a helpful video for me to show you guys. Shit. You guys are gonna have to pick up the pace soon. We can't postpone graduation anymore because the staff have already booked their vacations. To solve this, we've elected to reintroduce distance learning. And with the recent changes to the attendance system, be ready to receive 1,000 tardies in the mail. You can't blame us for anything, it's all the phone's fault! Students leave class with their phones and just disappear, vanish. Many of them were last seen 3 weeks ago. We can't afford that kind of exposure. Just imagine the headline. Damani Ranch High School doesn't mandate the destruction of cell phones on campus. Missing children are also still missing, whatever. What would all the other pristine schools in Nevada think of us then? Lucky for you, we've already sunk all our time, money, and resources into this very issue. How did we fix it? One word. Rotaries! Carry them around anywhere you want within their limited cord range. Just be sure to fill out the 50-question sign-out form before you leave class with it. Easy, convenient, asinine. Things are looking up, so much so that we've gone ahead and changed the school's iconic motto to priority check. More like, where is my check? You see, I have good ideas. Vote me for student president. Screw the other candidates. Screw voting altogether. Alright, I'll rig the election. You'll see. In a matter of hours, I'll be sat upon the iron throne that is Mr. Bell's office chair.
Well, I'm going to be honest. This is the first time I've ever had to deal with something like this from a student.
Yeah. I'm sure.
I called you in here today because I really need to have an idea of what was going through your mind when you were making all this.
Well, it's very simple, actually. It was just a bit of trolling, a senior prank, if you will. All the stuff I said, it was all jokes.
Well, I don't think it was, though. You seemed pretty passionate in that video. I mean, it must have taken you quite a while to come up with all that stuff.
Not really. It was pretty all over the place. Pretty trouble production. It didn't go so well.
Either way, I'm sure you realize that making a video like this would hurt a lot of people's feelings, and not to mention cause quite a disruption on our campus.
No, I never intended to cause a whole scene. I was more focused on, it wasn't supposed to get the attention it did.
Well, these tell a slightly different story. And that's not all of them. We keep finding these scattered all around the building, all over the place. Anything to say about that?
I don't know what to say.
Uh, I didn't mean what I said, and sorry for what I did.
While I appreciate the apology, I'm not the one that needs to hear it. I think that's a statement better suited for your newfound audience.
Good afternoon, Mustangs. I have graciously been gifted the opportunity to come back onto the program to give you my sincerest apologies. What I did was wrong. I took over this honest, humble show for my own selfish gains, and for that, I cannot state enough just how sorry I am to everyone I hurt with today's broadcast. To everyone I roped into this. Students, teachers, administration, I'm sorry for what I did, wholeheartedly. I personally feel that it's important for me to emphasize that there are no missing students. There are no machines that radiate cancer. There are no financial issues, no car crashes, no rotary telephones, no anthrax experiments, no rigged elections, nothing like that. Just an innocent platform that I abused to spread misinformation. Of course. Listen, the thing I want you all to remember most from this is that we here at Damani Ranch didn't try to make things the way they are now. Given the opportunity, I'm sure we'd all try to improve this place. Despite the grievances many of you have with us, our intentions are in your best interest, and they always have been. All we ever wanted was to educate, empower, and inspire. And at the end of the day, what's so wrong with that? Unfortunately, that's all the time I have on today's episode of Mustang Media. Enjoy the rest of your Awareness Week, everyone. I'll see you next time.